Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Transformers Reanimated podcast. Today, we're going to be reading issue 11, For the Love of Hate, Part 2. And with me, as always, is my writing partner, Greg. How you doing, Greg?
I'm doing well. I'm ready to murder some more voices.
Can people in Australia keep kangaroos as pets?
If you have a really high fence.
And if they're carrying another kangaroo in the pouch, like their little roo, does that mean they have to take like the carpool lane, or does that still qualify? I'm just
Yeah, I'm just on the left side. That's all.
Let's see. With us today, to lend their voicing talent, we have a nice group of people here who are far more talented than I will ever be. Starting with Mike Sebiert from Mike Sebiert Radio. How you doing, Mike?
I'm doing great. Thanks once again for having me back to basically voice various versions of Mike Sebiert.
many voices.
Mike, you said something in the last episode, and I think we should make that a mantra until all this blows over. Fucking wear masks.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yes.
What can we look forward to in your future shows, sir?
Well, in my most current episode, I have an interview with a synthwave artist. Her art name is Glitbiter, and Greg is very familiar with her. In fact, she has been on Greg's podcast on Funny Nerd Tangent a number of times, and we talked for about an hour about her music and stuff, and then we talked for like another hour about just Star Trek and Star Wars. It was a really great time. But yeah, that's what you can look forward to in the current episode of Mike Sebiert Radio. You can also check out my interview with Flint Dilley, the story consultant on Transformers the movie. He has a new book out, The Games Master, and that's available on the Amazons. And if you want a signed copy, you could go to the publisher Rare Bird Books and order that straight across. It costs the same as Amazon, and you get it autographed as well. And yeah, I guess coming up in the next few weeks, I am interviewing a Transformers fan artist named Stan Cho. He does a lot of pixel art, so it's it's that kind of like pixelated 8-bit Nintendo style. So never a dull moment on the Mike Sebiert Radio podcast.
Nice. You and I might have to have a conversation offline, because very recently I have fallen financially hard on synthwave.
Oh, yeah.
It has completely taken... In fact, Greg and I commissioned a synthwave artist to do our little music jingle for Reanimated.
Nice.
Yeah.
It is all the rage.
I can definitely vouch for Flo as well. She, if you are looking for someone who knows about everything Star Wars and Star Trek, yeah, that's Flo. She will school you deluxe.
Yeah, we talked for like 2.5 hours, enough to where I had to split it up into 2 episodes. One episode couldn't contain all of that awesomeness. But yeah, I mean, we talked a lot about kind of like the meat and potatoes of what actually goes into the production of synthwave music. It's way more complicated than I would have imagined. But yeah, it was a ton of fun, and I play a couple samples of her songs during the podcast as well. It's one of those things where, I mean, I play a lot of music on my podcast from time to time when I interview independent musicians, but Glitbiter's music is definitely an experience that you're rewarded through wearing headphones. Get like the nicest headphones you can, because there's a lot of really cool intricacies within the music. There's some really rich, deep bass, and her vocals are just fantastic as well. Yeah, I mean, she's a lovely singer. I had no idea. I had just heard her instrumental stuff at first, but she's great.
Nice. I honestly will go check that out after I get done with this with you guys.
Very cool. Yeah, she's on Bandcamp and Spotify. It's a Glitbiter, Glitbiter.
Nice. Well, thank you for joining us, Mike.
Yeah, again, thanks for having me back. This is always a blast.
this is fun. I'm glad we took the whole approach of not taking this seriously. That can be some fan project down the road. Can take it, but this is way too much fun this way. Now, Ryan, we contacted you. This is a two-parter. This is the second part of our two-parter. There's a fuck ton of characters here. We needed voices. We asked for all hands on deck. We asked the entire Autopod Decepticast to show up. Thank you for actually doing it.
Well, they have this thing called loved ones. So,
what's that?
Yeah, it's and so I didn't have a problem. I was just sitting in my basement with my oils and perfumes.
That's not creepy at all.
Nope. So yeah, I'm glad to be here. I always enjoy doing this and just being ridiculous.
So, assuming it hasn't come out yet, do you have any interviews on the Autopod Decepticast coming up?
Do you know when this episode will drop?
No clue.
Okay.
Before the end of the month.
Okay. Well, on we did also do an interview with Flint Dilley. We recorded that, and that came out on July 19th, if everything went well. And then our next proper episode of the show, which we did do the movie minute by minute, and then we went to reviewing the G1 episodes in schedule or in production order. And our next one will be dropping on August 2nd, and that will be A Prime Problem, where Megatron makes a copy of Optimus Prime, and it's quite ridiculous.
And I think Greg, we had some characters that just required a special voice.
We did. We couldn't let this particular character be voiced by anyone else because, I mean, I'll let Aaron explain as we did in the last episode.
Hey everybody, it's Aaron from the Autopod Decepticast. Thank you, Greg and Yoshi, for allowing me to record here in isolation and send you the tracks. I'm sorry I couldn't be there with everybody collaborating together. I know it would be a lot of fun, but thanks for letting me participate. I will be performing, in quotes, the character of Mud, who is a real weaselly, mustache-twirling, sniveling, villainous lawyer, introduced all the way back in Reanimated issue 2, and if you listen to those recordings, the development of that character over time was kind of a shit show, but I'm glad it made an impression and that the team here would allow me to continue that character. Thanks everybody, happy to participate.
So we have Aaron via technology, as we did for the last
nice
issue.
Now, we have a super voice actor, Toby, with us. How you doing today, Toby?
Oh, I am great. Sorry, I was literally eating something, and then it almost choked me to death. So I should probably not eat while I'm trying to do this. Anyway,
cue the mama
I am
cast.
great. I actually wanted to no ham sandwich here. So I have two things that I wanted to say last time that I completely forgot about. I'm actually starting a podcast. I talked to James about it. It's not the tread on Mike Sebiert, but it's kind of a creator-based podcast, but not like interviews like he does. More of a round table.
Nice.
Anyway, that's coming, and then I started this. So you guys are familiar with Respect the Prime, the album that has industrial type music
yes.
of the soundtracks.
Oh, yeah.
The Transformers soundtrack.
Our good buddy Jimmers, Electronic
Jimmers,
Saviors.
Yeah. So I talked with him, and he had no interest in doing this. So I'm like, well, it's mine then. I've been taking the I have an audio program, and I've been taking that's why it reminded me, it was because you guys were talking about the synthwave. I've been taking the Bay movie music and rewinding it back to 1980s.
Oh.
So,
Making it good.
I typically, so I typically sing like Foreigner's Journey Styx kind of music, and so I'm just gonna kind of take Vince DiCola and wipe Linkin Park out, So it's like most of it is Linkin Park, oddly enough. So if anybody has any interest in doing that, hit me up, ALPHAMAGNUS, probably Twitter, Instagram. As I don't want to have to do all of them, but I kind of want to do all of them. Namely, things like if you took, a new divide, and you mix it with, let's say, Instruments of Destruction. So
like a mashup kind of thing.
Kinda. It's what I've been doing is really weird, and it doesn't really make any sense. But some of it's literally just like Vince DiCola stuff, like the one song from I think Transformers 4 or 5, the Imagine Dragons one. That one actually mixes really well with like the Unicron theme. Oddly enough. So
Okay.
I've just been screwing around with it. But if anybody is out there and wants to mess around, hit me up.
Interesting.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us today and lending your voice. Really appreciate it, man.
You're welcome.
And then finally, our friend up north in the Canadian region, James. How you doing, sir?
Well, I got to admit, I'm kind of upset. I mean, you didn't even mention the shower sample song that I sent you. You're talking about, you're all about the synthwave. That's the new shit. But, I'm kidding. I have nothing coming out. I'm boring. I have no podcasts. I just...
That's the Dare to Be Stupid, right? That's what you sent me?
That's right.
Shower dare.
I couldn't remember if I unmuted the part where I slept and there was some yelling. And anyway, that was for effect. It's for effect. So,
That's method. Yeah.
yeah. But I am looking forward to recording with you guys. This is awesome. This is part 2, I believe, because part 1, we should have really messed with people and recorded the second one first, and then do it like a Tarantino film, right? Oh wait, that's way past this. Never mind.
Well, thanks for coming, James. We really love having you, and you've got voice talent that is far beyond something I will.
Oh yeah, that high note. I almost blew the shower light out when I did that one.
All right, everybody, we are reading Transformers Reanimated issue number 11, entitled For the Love of Hate Part 2. This concludes the epic story written by Greg and myself. This cover here, another Damon Bat original masterpiece. You've got hateful-looking Optimus Prime and lovable, huggable Grimlock duking it out.
If you play synthwave behind that, they could be dancing.
Oh.
I love it.
It could be a bit of
yeah. That's right. That's disco dry ice in the
Grimlock,
background.
dance with me.
I learned all my moves from the movie Short Circuit.
Oh, that's nice.
Me want to lead.
Yeah, buy it now, kids, before it's cancelled.
Yeah. Shoot.
All righty. Everybody's ready? Mm-hmm. Let's fucking do it. Page 1, Panel 1, Interior, Lord Chumley's Trophy Room. A splash panel reveals Lord Chumley, Dr. Archival, and Sean Berger floating before a trio of stuck-in-place Autobots, Optimus Prime, Ironhide, and Grimlock. Each of the Autobots wears a landmine-like immobilizer disc fastened to their chest and beeping with a flashing red light. Chumley.
That's right, Optimus Prime. Welcome to HATE, H-A-T-E, Humans Against Transforming Extraterrestrials. I finally captured the most dangerous game this, or should I say, your planet has to offer, which truly makes me the greatest hunter to have ever lived. Yes.
It got some David K in there. I love it.
Ironhide.
Aw, can it, you deranged lunatic? Ain't nobody want to hear nothing you got to say.
Grimlock.
Me Grimlock not stay stuck for long. Soon me get free. Then me smash you. Smash you real good.
Optimus Prime.
Easy, Grimlock. Save your strength. I have a feeling we're gonna need it.
We pride ourselves on vague foreshadowing here at Transformers Reanimated.
You're absolutely going to need it. 100%. No questions about it.
Yeah.
Insert the commercial for Tab here.
It's almost like I'm saying this for a reason.
Product
Buy
shot,
toys.
product shot.
Come on.
Zoom in and cut.
Panel 2. Chumley smiles as he stands beside his manservant Dimsmore and Lawrence Mudd Esquire. Over their shoulders, Astoria Carlton Ritz remains stuck in her cell, hanging from the ceiling like an oversized birdcage. Dr. Arkaville lurks maniacally in the background. Chumley.
What tremendous advice, Optimus Prime. Yes, indeed you will need your strength. Especially considering what the good doctor has in store for you.
Astoria.
You creeps better let us go before I slap you with the biggest lawsuit you've ever seen.
Mudd.
Lawsuit. You think I'm afraid of the law? My dear, I am master of the law. Who do you think freed my colleagues from their various prisons? All released, all legally, thanks to little old moi.
How am I supposed to top that, man?
Went a
Come
little
on.
Alan Rickman on that one.
Yeah.
All legally.
Bit more life. Ooh, too soon.
Dr. Arkaville.
Chumley, I'd like to start experimenting on these mechanical misfits right away. After all, I am a genius of science.
Panel 3. Close on Chumley. Chumley.
Yes, indeed, Doctor. You may begin with Optimus Prime himself, right after you bring me...
Panel 4. Close on Optimus Prime's face. Chumley continued.
his head.
I'm too scared to read anymore.
Head on.
How many times has Prime had his head removed or just been disassembled in general?
Yeah.
No disassemble.
Oh, he'll be back next episode. Who are we kidding? Just hit fast
He should
forward.
have stopped
Like you
while
ever
he
watched
was ahead.
Good night, folks.
As far as fruit goes, that one was pretty low hanging.
Mike Seibert drop.
Yeah, exactly. Man, wear your sunglasses, David Caruso.
Oh, nice. He still looks old then. No.
Wow.
Page 2, Panel 1, Interior, the Autobot Ark, Main Control Room. Inside the Ark, Chip Chase sits before Teletran 1, accompanied by Spike, Carly, and Sparkplug. Teletran 1's data screen is split into 3 panels, each displaying the individual faces of Optimus Prime, Grimlock, and Ironhide, each branded with the word Missing. Caption, the Autobot Ark. Sparkplug.
Look, I know I'm no computer expert, but why can't we find them?
Oh. Hey.
Nice. Nice.
Nice, Clay.
This is what I'm doing with it. Oh, there's more.
You could have been a rock star.
I'm over here now.
17 giant robots don't just disappear.
Spike. Yeah, Chip. I thought if there was anything on Earth that could locate Optimus Prime and the others, it'd be Teletran 1. Chip.
I don't understand it either, guys. It's like they just vanished.
Panel 2, Carly turns to see a motorcycle and its rider arrive at the Ark's entryway. It's Raoul. Carly.
Oh, I want the
guys?
Rock theme. Jesse.
Guys, we have a visitor.
Raoul.
Hello? Please. I need your help. Also, I want it on record. I got a leather jacket. I'm fucking rad. I got a motorcycle and a leather jacket.
He got it from the Thriller set. It's red. It's got zippers.
And I'm probably a little more age appropriate too. But we can litigate that later.
I'd like to focus in on the zippers more. Panel 3, Sparkplug rushes to greet Raoul while Spike, Carly, and Chip watch from the background. Sparkplug.
Hey, I know you. Raoul, right? What are you doing here?
Raoul.
It's the Autobots. They've been taken.
Spike. Taken? Taken where?
Taken too?
Tekken.
We'll just keep talking from outside and inside the Ark, or you can let me in. Whatever, it's fine.
Panel 4, close on Raoul. Raoul.
I'm not sure. All I know is we were all out near Las Vegas when those robo-tanks attacked the Autobots and incapacitated them. It was like they were frozen in place, man.
You randomly just unzip and
beautiful.
zip zippers.
Yeah.
It's a nervous thing, man. I mean, the Autobots were just taken. What the hell?
Fidget spinners won't be invented for at least
Where did I
2
put my
decades.
smokes? Damn it, which pocket? Where did I put my Popeye sticks? No, they were still called cigarettes back then. Popeye cigarettes. Wow.
Panel 5, Spark and Carly converse with Raoul as Chip turns back to face Teletran 1. Raoul.
Next thing I know, they transformed and loaded themselves into a cargo plane and flew away. It was like they were being remote controlled, man.
Carly.
Remote controlled?
Spike. Oh no! That doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound good at all. Chip.
Teletran, can you track the destination of any aircraft leaving from Las Vegas large enough to house several Autobots?
Teletran 1. Working. Panel 6. From behind Sparkplug, Chip, Carly, Spike, and Raoul, as they gaze up at Teletran 1's data screen, it now displays a partial map of the world, with a red dotted line that starts at Las Vegas and tracks down into the South Pacific. Teletran 1 continued. 1 match. Destination, Seagrass Island, South Pacific. Sparkplug.
The South Pacific? Wasn't that where Optimus Prime sent Bumblebee and the others to look for power glides? Friend?
Charlton Heston.
Yes.
Maniacs.
Wow.
I love it. Never change, Ryan. It's awesome.
We gotta fill some time here. Commercial's not kicking in.
Carly.
This can't be a coincidence.
Chip.
You're right, Carly. That's gotta be the place. That's where the Autobots have been taken.
Spike. Yeah, but Chip, who's taking them? Page 3, Panel 1, Interior, Lord Chumley's Trophy Room. Dr. Arkaville sits inside Optimus Prime's truck mode as Chumley, Mudd, Burger, and Dimsmore stand to the side, looking up at their partner in crime. Spike, captioned, "And why?" Chumley.
Well, Doctor, I assume I'll have my trophy sooner Well, Doctor, you're choking on the sandwich over here. Get this out of here, Burger. Well, Doctor, I assume I'll have my trophy sooner rather than later.
Dr. Arkaville.
Never fear, Chumley. Once I get this motorized monstrosity into my laboratory, my first task is to divide its Cybertronian constitution into individual pieces. Then you'll have your trophy, all right. And we'll have all our revenge.
All of it.
We'll all have our revenge.
Dude, that was really fucking good.
It was good.
Acting.
Well, you know, he's kind of maniacal. That's right.
Panel 2, with Dr. Arkaville behind the wheel, Optimus Prime drives out of frame, leaving Chumley to stand with Mudd, Dimsmore, and Burger before the still paralyzed Ratchet, Brawn, and Wheeljack. Like the other previously seen captured Autobots, they too have immobilizer discs fixed to their chests. Ratchet.
Wait, you can't disassemble him? He's not that kind of machine.
Wheeljack.
Yeah, taking Optimus Prime apart'll kill him.
Burger.
Oh, we know, that's the idea. And once Arkaville's done with him, the rest of you will be next. Where's this roller feller anyway? I don't know, I'm sure I missed something.
Panel
Any more of
3.
those sandwiches?
Panel 3, Chumley, Dimsmore, Mudd, and Burger move away from Wheeljack to stand before Powerglide, Bumblebee, and Trax, also wearing the now infamous immobilizer discs. Burger.
After he studies your advanced alien circuitry, Arkaville will invent a slew of advanced consumer products. Products I'll endorse along with my new legal representative, Mr. Mudd, and sell to the public to make billions. That's a lot, right? The good doctor will go down in history as its greatest inventor, and Mr. Mudd and I will be wealthy beyond imagination.
Mudd.
Yes, I can practically smell the money already.
It is fucking. Oh my God.
Taking that
just
for a
Snape.
good long walk.
Yep.
All the way around the block.
Chumley.
And those of you the Doctor has no use for will be melted down to create even more elaborate contraptions for my big game hunts. Think about it. Autobots tracked down and eliminated by machines from other Autobots. How splendid!
Powerglide. Powerglide.
You're a wheel rat.
Wheel Racco?
We real. You're
Here,
You're
I'll
a
release
real
the speech
wacko.
circuit for you.
You're a real.
God damn it.
Sorry, wrong switch. Try it now.
You're a real wacko. You know that, pal.
Tracks.
Melted down. Ugh, how could you even think of ruining such a gorgeous chassis like mine?
Does this
flames are
immobilizer
nice.
disc make me look fat?
Just from the side.
I kind of like it.
It hides some of the gaps.
It's created a bulge.
A few more, please.
Panel 4. While Trax compensates for something, Mud and Dimsmore move off towards the left of the frame. Chumley and Burger exit through the room's twin doors on the right, leaving Bumblebee and Powerglide to ponder their fate. Astoria remains hanging above in her cage. Chumley.
Come, Mr. Berger. I believe your tanks are waiting for us outside. Dinsmore, see to it that their new targets are arranged in place.
Dimsmore.
Did we pick
Yes.
up?
Yes, sir. At once, sir.
Was that the bell to ring his service?
I don't know what is happening.
That was my phone, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Disappointed.
You brought down the professionalism once again, Yoshi.
It's okay when Dad does it.
We were
I
fucking
noticed
A1 before
no one
that.
took Dinsmore, so I was just gonna go classic Igor. Like,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dimsmore.
Yes, sir. At once, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I saw what you were saying. I was buying what you were selling. Yeah.
Bumblebee.
Bells! The bells! I hear them too. I hear them.
I'll wait.
Oh.
You know, I always thought if I ever kicked the binary bucket, it would be at the hands of the Decepticons, not a bunch of human bad guys.
Powerglide.
I know what you mean, little buddy. I can't stand the idea that those knuckleheads are going to get the better of a well-seasoned adventurer like yours truly.
Astoria.
Then why aren't you doing anything? Fight back, transform, something, anything.
I want to sneak in here and say I really like that Bumblebee line. The binary bucket. I love it.
Panel 5. Looking down from the cage, as Astoria admonishes Powerglide even further, she reaches for the back of her head, digging her fingers into her hair. Powerglide.
No can do, little lady. These immobilizer discs have us stuck in place like a Dinobot doing diagnostic
That's a big word, guys.
debauchery.
dialectology.
Who writes
we
this?
know. He did
Dialectology.
practice.
Okay, let me do that again. Let me try that again.
No can do, little lady. These immobilizer discs have us stuck in place like a Dinobot doing diagnostic dialectology.
Who writes this
Astoria.
shit?
That was
First, we
goddamn
take
good.
the words in a
Ready for that.
tharsis and blend them up.
Yeah.
Astoria.
Well, if you can't do anything to get us out of here.
Panel 6, a small insert panel, close on Astoria's hand, picking the lock of her cage with a hairpin. Astoria, off panel.
Then I will.
Page 4, panel 1. Interior, the Autobot Ark, main control room. Chip looks up at Teletran 1's data screen. This time, its images split in two as Chip converses with the giant digital face of both Perceptor and Omega Supreme. Perceptor.
I'm afraid not, Chip. Despite the formidable defensive contingent, we regrettably have our proverbial hands full up here.
Chip.
Really? I know you guys were on the moon, but There isn't anything you can do to get back here in time?
Omega Supreme.
I want to do this.
Current lunar predicament. Unavoidable. Reinforcement denial. Regrettable.
Panel
You should do
2.
Teletran 1,
If
too.
you're wondering, if you're wondering why they're on the moon, you can check out the next issue.
Ooh, it's a tease.
Panel 2. As the data screen transmission winks out, Chip turns away from Teletran 1 to face Spike and Sparkplug. Sparkplug has placed a comforting hand on his son's shoulder. A little too comforting. Chip.
Well, we can forget about getting any help from the Autobots busy with Omega Supreme on the moon. That includes the aerial bots and the Protectobots, too.
Spike. You mean we're on our own?
We're screwed.
Sparkplug.
It sure seems that way, son. My boy, my son.
Wait. Sparkblood Haggis says he has his wrench. We're good.
My favorite
Got his
wrench.
Panel 3. Spike turns to look over Raoul and Carly. Raoul.
Zip, zip. Well, then we gotta do something. We have to save Optimus Prime, Trax, and the others.
Nice zip work.
Yeah.
Thank you. Zip, zip.
Carly.
Yeah, they've saved the world 100 times. Now it's time to repay the favor.
Spike. But what can we do? How can we stand up to someone powerful enough to defeat and capture the Autobots? We're not powerful robots from outer space. We're just human beings.
Hello, wrench.
Panel 4. From above, looking down on the circle of Spike, Chip, Raoul, Sparkplug, and Carly. Sparkplug.
Carly's right. Whatever we're up against managed to take down even Optimus Prime.
Raoul.
Well, we gotta try, man. Zip, zip.
Spike.
Zip.
Yeah, but how? I mean, we hear it every time we go up against Megatron and the Decepticons. We're just weak little flash creatures.
Oh, man.
His hand's still on his shoulder, isn't it?
It bothers me, Dad. This is only for private time.
Teletran's not recording this, right?
Carly.
Well, I'm with Raoul. We have to try.
Yeah, man. Now we're talking.
Shit.
Zip,
Yeah.
zip.
Carly. Raoul's got the motorcycle, the jacket, and the girl.
Yep.
I'm telling you, man.
You ride with me, Carly.
Chip.
I agree. And weak little flesh creatures or no, weak little flesh creatures, I think I know something that can help even the odds.
Well, shut up, Wheels.
Hey, no one is disabled as long as they have courage.
That's right. He's got snow tires on that back.
Yeah, man. He can move that shit with his mind. He doesn't even have to touch the wheels.
When did Chip turn into Xavier? Jesus.
Dude, Chip rules.
Well, he can tear,
all in your
floppy
mind,
disks in half with his bare hands, so got some sort of
Right.
mutant power.
Panel 5. Close on Chip's determined face. Chip.
And someone.
Page 5, Panel 1, Exterior, Quantum Laboratories, a U.S. military base, day. Caption, Quantum Laboratories. The newly built Quantum Laboratories building sits beneath the midday sun. Dr. Shelton captioned,
Chap, a pleasure to see you again.
Oh, that's not okay. Oh, that's great.
Well,
Charles, I love
contracts do run out. I mean,
You sound
won the bid.
It's a
I think your
recast.
pants are on, too. Tom.
Recast.
Panel 2, Interior, Quantum Laboratories. Dr. Charles Shelton greets Chip, Spike, Carly, Sparkplug, and Raoul, inviting them into his advanced scientific workshop. Beside the scribbled-on whiteboards and scattered high-tech machinery that is dispersed over several muddled workstations, the rear of Dr. Shelton's lab is decorated by a series of 5 almost alien-looking glass pods. On the wall beside them, a poster of a cat hanging from a branch can be seen with the caption, "Hang in there, Dr. Shelton.
What brings you back to quantum laboratories, Chip?
Chip.
Well, I wish it was for a social visit, Dr. Shelton, but I'm afraid it's much more serious.
Dun, dun, dun.
You sound so different.
That might not be our only problem.
I got a helium leak.
Bender, Bender. Bender, Bender.
Spike. Someone has captured Optimus Prime and the Autobots. Panel 3.
The ones on the moon.
Wide shot. Wide shot. Chip, Spike, Carly, Raoul, and Sparkplug stand opposite of Dr. Shelton. Dr. Shelton.
But I thought the Decepticons had been laying low lately.
Spike. It's not the Decepticons. This time, anyway.
God.
Raoul.
No, but we still need to do something, and fast. These zippers aren't going to zip themselves. Zip, zip.
Not in this decade.
Carly.
It doesn't work now.
And we so many buckles.
These zippers aren't going to zip themselves. And we can't do it alone.
Can't do it alone.
D stands for divorce.
No. Oh, no.
And we can't do it alone.
We're going to go with that.
All together
Yeah.
now.
All right, I'll do it again. Hold on. And we can't do it alone.
Chip.
We really need your help, Doctor. Raoul's jacket has so many zippers. I mean, have you seen it?
Dr. Shelton.
My help? What do you mean? I thought Jack was gay.
Holy shit! When did Ron Friedman come on the podcast? God.
That's a Three's Company's reference. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Come and knock on my door. He's got a zipper for you.
That was the premise of that show, was that he was living with two women, but it was cool because he was gay.
Yes.
According to him, yeah.
Well, that was all a lie.
Yeah.
He was a ladies' man. Oh, yeah.
Panel 4.
I trip over that awkward silence there.
I thought that was an editing thing.
Chip moves closer to Dr. Shelton. Chip.
I think it's time, Doctor. Time to field test.
Panel 6. Close on the 5 alien-looking glass pods to see... Motherfucker. Close on the 5 alien-looking glass pods to see the robotic outfits stored within. Chip off panel.
The exosuits.
Page 6, panel 1, interior, Dr. Arkaville's laboratory. Caption, 1 hour later. From above, Optimus Prime, now again in robot mode, lies strapped to what appears to be a metallic operating table. Several sinister-looking contraptions resembled a mix of high-tech chainsaw, welding devices, precision lasers, oversized scalpels, hammers, and spikes. Sit poised above the Autobot leader, seemingly ready to disassemble him as Dr. Arkaville stands nearby. Dr. Arkaville.
Well, Optimus Prime, you've been patient this hour. This is it for you, I'm afraid. You may take comfort in knowing that your dismantling will improve mankind through my brilliant inventions.
I'm planning a new kind of zipper, you see.
Tell me more.
Optimus Prime.
You're mad, Dr. Arkaville. You only want Cybertronian technology for yourself. For evil. We Autobots are willing to share our technology, but only with the good scientists of your planet, for the betterment of both our species.
Panel 2, Dr. Arkaville lifts his hand towards 2 data screens situated behind him. Displayed within their digital images are several Autobots, Warpath, Skids, Cliffjumper, Smokescreen, and Sea Spray, standing on what appears to be the beach of Seagrass Island. Dr. Arkaville.
And how exactly do you propose to do that? Right now, you're as hopeless as a mouse, while several of your more superfluous colleagues are about to meet their demise at the hands of Mr. Berger's robot tanks.
Optimus Prime off panel.
What? No, use my components for whatever inventions you wish, but release my Autobots.
Dr. Arkaville.
Oh, I don't think so, Optimus. Lord Chumney was quite clear. The machine for his big game hunts require new parts, and your warriors can provide them.
Panel 3, Exterior, the beach of Seagrass Island, day. Just as Dr. Arkaville said, Warpath, Skids, Cliffjumper, Smokescreen, and Sea Spray remain held in place by their immobilization discs, as 5 robo-tanks aim their devastating twin turrets towards them. Chumley and Berger watch on with mischievous smiles. Dr. Arkaville captioned,
Once they've been deactivated, of course.
Chumley.
I'm sorry to say, but it appears the 5 of you are of little use to us, either as scientific experiments or game to be hunted.
Berger.
But they will make for excellent target practice. Yeah.
It's just the Texan from The Simpsons.
I was like, I don't know. I'll put a twang there. Woo! Hey, you got any more of that back bacon over there?
Warpath.
Zing! Uh-oh, looks like it's the end of the road for us. Pow!
Cliffjumper.
I can't believe we're gonna get blasted to smithereens without even being able to fight back.
Sea Spray.
Well, you know what they say. Life's a beach.
Fuck you, C-Spray.
It's terrifying. Like nightmare fuel. So frothy.
As he wipes his lips.
Well, he's starting to leak energon, you know.
Zip, zip.
Panel 4, from behind Cliffjumper and Skids, as the twin turrets of the robo-tank begin to glow with energy, 5 human-shaped figures can be seen high in the sky in the distance. Cliffjumper.
Well, nice knowing you, Skids.
Skids.
Oi! Cliffjumper, look! Up there in the sky, is that?
I'm
Fucking
Zipman.
prick.
Panel 5, each wearing a prototype version of the exosuit from the 1986 movie. Chip, Spike, Carly, Sparkplug, and Raoul fly towards the beach in a superhero-like fashion. Skids off panel.
Chip!
Oh,
No, I
God.
just ate.
So many jokes, Greg, that you and I had during the read-through.
Oh, yeah.
Page 7, panel 1. Each of the exosuit-wearing humans land in between the robo-tanks and the Autobots. Chip, in particular, touches down with a stereotypical superhero landing.
Superhero
Chip.
landing.
I love it. That's right, Skids. We're here.
Spike, we're ready to... Oh, wait a minute, Chip, you can stand?
Oh,
Fuck yeah, this
Raoul.
exosuit rules.
how long you been sitting on that? Son of a...
It's like, wow, the exosuits help you walk. Yeah, that's what it is.
Bitch, I can stand up anytime I want.
Yeah. He's
It's just for the
fucking
parking.
lazy.
Raoul.
Oh, man. Let's see. Spike and we're ready to fight.
Zip, zip.
You know it. Look at all these zippers on this robot suit.
They put them in after. That was a nice
Yes.
touch.
It's prototype.
Is that
We're
like
working
your
on it.
So he
zip
probably
line?
just-
Oh,
That's good. I bet you he just black spray painted the sleeves and the sides there to make it look like he's got a leather jacket on his exosuit.
Yep.
That's
well,
my...
this is back when it was still called repro labels. That they had zippers that you could just apply to anything.
there you go. Shout out to Toy Hacks.
Panel 2, Berger and Chumley appeared annoyed. Chumley.
What? Who are you? How dare you interfere?
Berger.
Don't worry, Chumley. My robo-tanks will take care of them.
Panel 3, one of the robo-tanks blasts a beam of energy towards Chip. However, he manages to easily avoid the attack by leaping with his legs to safety with a dynamic somersault. Chip.
Nuh-uh. I don't think so, Burger.
Good thing he learned how to do that, in the exercise program.
Atrophy
before they came
began.
here. Because he's been sitting down. Yeah, exactly. Jeez.
Panel 4, 3 more robo-tanks fire towards Carly, Raoul, and Spike. who also use their exosuits to avoid being hurt. Carly.
This is incredible!
Spike. Yes. With these exosuits, these tanks can't even come close to blasting us.
Except that every miss hit the Autobots, and now they're incinerated.
Yes.
I like the idea that Spike has confidence in speech
balls
with
have
authority
dropped.
in the
Yeah.
suit.
Yeah, I like that.
What the heck, man?
Instant
Wow.
puberty.
Yeah.
I can never take this off now. How you like me now?
Panel 5.
Yeah, the exosuit had a thing that pulled him out.
Yeah, there you go.
It pressed on his abdomen, and he's like, "I'm here now, guys."
It's like,
I'm the new leader of the Autobots.
He starts talking like Jesse Ventura. Stuff will make you a sexual
big
tyrannosaurus.
Yeah, he's from Minnesota.
Dad, I'll take that wrench.
Oh, you tell me. Only you tell me. He just keeps saying that.
Yeah. Why doesn't the government tell you anything? I'm from Minnesota. I would love to see him run for president, though. It'd be great.
Oh, man.
Panel 5.
can we
Burger
just
stands before-
sidebar here for just a quick second and bask in Greg's Minnesotan accent? That's kind of my new favorite thing.
You like that?
I really like that.
It's like, I was on the set of Predator with Arnold, and my arms were bigger because I'm from Minnesota.
Okay, so Greg, you're playing Spike from here on out.
Oh, all right. With a
Panel 5.
Hey.
Oh, I thought you were doing Jesse Ventura for him.
Oh, no.
No.
I like yours. I like your Spike.
Shit. Panel 5. Burger stands before a pair of robo-tanks as Sparkplug turns back to look off panel like a boss. Burger.
No, those fools are too small for my tanks to target.
Sparkplug.
Stand still.
All right, kids, what do you say we give these clowns what they deserve?
I gotta.
Panel 6. Chip, Spike, Carly, Sparkplug, and Raoul charge into battle against Burger's robo-tanks. Chip.
Let's do it. In the bottom.
Carly turns to look at Chip sideways. Not now.
Not for all these nice people.
Is that your dad's wrench, or are you just happy to see me?
Page 8, Panel 1. Interior. Lord Chumley's trophy room. As the sound of battle...
The sound of battle.
As the sounds of battle echo in from outside, Astoria has managed to open her cage and leap down onto the floor beside Powerglide and Bumblebee. Bumblebee.
Wow, that's some commotion happening out there.
Astoria.
Who cares? I say we create an even bigger one in here.
Whoa.
You guys are helpless and all.
Who cares? It was great.
Oh, wow.
Powerglide.
I like the way you think, honey.
Panel 4. Astoria removes the immobilization disc from Powerglide's chest and he stretches his arms with satisfaction. Powerglide.
Oh, yeah, that's so much better.
Bumblebee.
Come on, Powerglide, quit yapping and get this thing off of me. We gotta free the others.
Bumblebee, you're going to be the last person I help.
Motherfucker.
Panel 3. A shocked Dimsmore points at Mud as they both turn to see that Powerglide, Bumblebee, and Astoria have freed themselves. Dinsmore.
How did they get loose? Mud, stop them!
Mud.
Me? I can't stop them.
Panel 4.
Only one.
Bumblebee
That's
and
it, I
Power...
think. Well, thank you, Ryan. That's a wrap for Aaron.
Yeah, that's a wrap on Aaron.
Panel 4. Bumblebee and Powerglide transform to vehicle mode to race towards Dinsmore and Mud, causing both humans to dive for cover and out of the way. Meanwhile, Astoria stands cheering in the background. Bumblebee.
Yeah, I'd like to see you try that now that we've got... One more time. Yeah, I'd like to try. Okay. One more time. I got the giggles.
This is the problem
Sorry.
when Bumblebee gets assertive. He can't speak.
I know, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He's not from Minnesota.
It doesn't quite work. Yeah, I'd like to see you try now that we're not stuck in place like some Cybertronian statues.
Power glide.
Yeah, ain't nothing gonna stop us.
Panel 5. Power glide crashes into a still immobilized Grimlock. Power glide.
Now,
Clumsy fuck.
My wing. Panel
My wing.
He just glides to the left now.
Panel 6. Power glide has returned to robot mode, rubbing his head as he looks up at the towering Dinobot above him. Power glide.
sorry, I didn't see you there, big guy. What do you say I take off that immobilizer disc and you smash up this place real good?
Grimlock.
If me Grimlock had mouth, me Grimlock would smile right now.
Grimlock,
Page 9.
Smash.
Page 9, Panel 1. Exterior. The beach of Seagrass Island. Day. With a splash panel, Chip holds one of Burger's battered robo-tanks over his head like Superman on the cover of Action Comics #1.
That fucking
Behind
rules.
him...
nice.
I didn't hear you.
I said that fucking rules. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that is nice.
I love it.
Behind him, Carly has torn the twin turrets off another while Spike and Sparkplug dive out of the way of a third tank's energy attack, accidentally causing it to blast a hapless fourth tank to pieces. Chip.
I think it's safe to say these exosuits are a success.
Okay.
Panel 2. Raoul slams a robo-tank into the sand by its twin turrets as though he were driving a pickaxe into the ground. Raoul.
You could say that again, man.
Panel 3. Chumley and Burger watch on as Carly and Spike begin to remove the immobilizer discs from Skids and Warpath. Behind them lies the ruins of the 5 robo-tanks. Burger.
My beautiful tanks!
Chumley.
It would appear we have overestimated Dr. Arkaville's technical adjustments.
Panel 4. Chumley and Burger flee in terror. Burger.
Come on! These aren't the only tanks I have.
Chumley.
Then quickly, let's get out of here.
Page 10. Panel 1. Interior. Dr. Evil...
Lazier. Run
No
$1 million.
prime.
Interior. Dr. Arkaville's laboratory. With Optimus Prime on the operating table, behind him, Dr. Arkaville watches his data screen in horror. On one screen, Chip and Spike stand amidst the ruins of Burger's robo-tanks, while the second data screen shares an image of Grimlock, now in Tyrannosaur mode, roaring
Sexual
at the
Tyrannosaurus
terrific...
mode.
What?
I was saying, we were saying with Jesse Ventura before. He'd be in sexual Tyrannosaur mode.
Tyrannosaurus Rex everything.
God damn it.
Just write themselves, you know. No hands,
Roaring
no
at
hands.
roaring at the son of a bitch!
It's all falling apart now.
We're on the home stretch, guys. Roaring at the terrific... Jesus fuck. Roaring at the terrified pair of Dinsmore and Mudd like something at a Jurassic Park. Dr. Arkaville.
No! How can this be?
Optimus Prime.
It looks like you didn't account for everything, Doctor. You were so preoccupied with us that you forgot about your fellow humans and what they are capable of.
Oh, very nice. Nice writing. That was beautiful.
Your scientists were so concerned over whether they should or whether they could.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes.
Beautiful. Oh, you nailed it.
Hold on to your butts.
He's like, well, yes, 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 yes. No, wait a minute. No.
And there we are. Now you have
Must go faster. Must go faster.
Panel 2. Dr. Arkaville turns back to face Optimus Prime, lifting his robotic arm to reveal.
Bionic sounds.
Sorry.
It's his robotic arm. Come on.
Oh, gotcha. God damn it. Okay, Dr. Arkaville turns back to face Optimus Prime, lifting his robotic arm to reveal a control panel comprised of 6 square buttons, 2 rows of 3, attached to his forearm. Dr. Arkaville.
We're not beaten yet. I still have a few tricks up my sleeve. Actually, it's on the outside right here, but yeah, never mind.
Be cooler
Panel
if it
3,
had zippers.
Interior, Lord Chumley's trophy room. Grimlock roasts the trophy room's German World War II tank with his fire breath, while smashing his tail through a full-size skeleton of a creature that appears to be the bones of a dragon. Behind him, Powerglide removes immobilizer discs from Jazz and Prowl.
I should have taken out more insurance.
Grimlock.
Me Grimlock destroyed dumb trophy room.
Panel 4. Powerglide, Jazz, and Prowl fan out, ready for action. Powerglide.
Well, there you go, fellas. Welcome back to the world of moving, under your own power.
Jazz.
All right, let's free the others and start shutting down this nutty knick-knack shack.
Very nice.
Very, very beautiful. Prowl.
I like the sound of that, Jazz. Whatever it means.
Okay, so Grimlock, they just outed all the trophy room artifacts that maybe they should think are priceless and could have got back to their rightful owners, but no, that's fine.
Me Grimlock no care for culture.
Grimlock, we're good. Just, yeah.
That might be the only dragon skeleton, ever.
It's the only in existence.
fuck
It's
it, I'll
fine.
step on it.
It's fine. It's not going to become a predacon.
Me Grimlock throw it on the ground.
Panel 5. Jazz, Prowl, and Power.
Who writes this?
Jazz, Prowl, and Powerglide look behind them and the set of twin doors built into the room's rear wall. A thunderous sound is reverberating from the other side. Prowl.
Now what?
so perfect.
Jazz.
Uh-oh, don't touch that dial.
Page 11, Panel 1. With a splash panel, Optimus Prime bursts through the doors, taking out most of the wall along with them. His eyes are no longer their classic Autobot blue. Instead, they appear bright red, while Dr. Arkaville can be seen sitting behind the windows of his chest compartment, as though piloting the Autobot leader like a giant Zord. Dr. Arkaville.
Not so fast. Let me open the window. Not so fast, you silicon simpletons.
That's a good touch, man. Panel 2. Optimus Prime punches Jazz, knocking him into Prowl and sending both Autobots crashing towards the floor. Something he's been wanting to do since Season 1. Inside his makeshift control center, Dr. Arkaville laughs. Jazz?
Whoa, what gives, Optimus?
Prowl?
Ow.
That didn't hurt.
He just no-sells it.
Ow.
Optimus Prime sarcastically.
Forgive me, my friends. Dr. Arkaville is in my complete control of my body.
Honk.
Panel 3. Optimus Prime hurls Powerglide toward the left edge of the panel. Powerglide.
Another remote control device? Didn't we destroy that thing when we were in France? Whoa!
Dr. Arkaville.
Yes, you did, you maroon muttonhead. But this new and improved focused control device now targets only one transformer, the most powerful one it can detect.
Page 12. Panel 1. Bumblebee removes the immobilization disc from Mirage, while Blaster, Ironhide, Trax, and Brawn charge towards Optimus Prime, causing Dr. Arkaville to chuckle. Ironhide.
Come on, we got to save Optimus.
Optimus Prime.
No, Ironhide. Stay back.
I will break you like the stick you are to me. Dr. Arkaville.
Let them come, and we'll see just how powerful you really are, Prime.
Panel 2, controlled by Dr. Arkaville, Optimus Prime backhands Drax and Ironhide with his right hand while delivering an uppercut to Blaster with his left. Ironhide.
Oh, Prime, what are you doing?
Optimus Prime.
I'm sorry, old friend. You didn't have my money.
Time to collect on that debt. Honest, I can't control myself. It's not like I want to do this.
Blaster.
Gah, I like chart hits, not chin hits. Ow!
Panel 3, Brawn leaps up towards Optimus Prime's face, ready to strike with a balled-up fist. Brawn?
I'm sorry, Optimus, but this is gonna hurt me a lot more than it hurts.
Panel 3, Optimus Prime swats Brawn away with a double-handed blow. Brawn.
Oh!
By God, he dead.
Here lies Brawn,
Yeah, R.I.P.
Autobot Grump, friend to no one.
Going,
I'll come
Nick
back
Foley
in a
just-
repaint. It's fine. I just probably won't have my gun.
Panel 5, as Optimus Prime battles Jazz, Prowl, and Mirage in the background, Beachcomber turns to look off-panel and towards yet another rumbling sound. Beachcomber.
Hey, like, what's all the hubbub, bub?
Panel 6,
Pushing my butt.
Beachcomber dives for cover as 6 more of Burger's robo-tanks storm into the trophy room through another of its walls. Beachcomber.
Yow, like, not cool, baby. Not cool at all. Ooh.
Can't get enough of your love.
Can't get enough of that golden crisp.
I was just thinking that. Can't get enough of that sugar cream.
Page 13, Panel 1. Bumblebee calls upon the remaining Dinobots, Slag, Swoop, Snarl, and Sludge, already transforming into their Dino modes behind the little yellow bug. Bumblebee.
Come on, guys. You can take care of those tanks, right?
Slag.
Yes, me Slag ready for round 2.
Swoop.
Swoop also ready for round 2, too.
Sludge.
Me Sludge want round 2, 2, 2.
You're welcome.
Wow, that was pretty good for them to be able to put that together. Props for them, man.
Especially Sludge.
It's so fucking great.
And so quickly, like.
Panel 2. Bum. While the 4 Dinobots attack the robot tanks in the background, Grimlock in robot. Jesus Christ. While the 4 Dinobots attack the robot. Fuck me. While the 4 Dinobots attack the robo-tanks in the background, Grimlock, in robot mode, looks back and toward Optimus Prime, now slamming Wheeljack into the floor by the foot. Dr. Arkaville continues to laugh from within Optimus Prime's chest. Grimlock. Okay.
That's a
How am I
choice.
supposed to do that in Grimlock?
Nice.
Dr. Arkaville.
This is wonderful! The Autobots beaten by their very own leader! Nothing can stop us now! Optimus Prime, nothing!
Panel 3, shot from below Grimlock's hip, the Dinobot leader slides into frame like a gunslinger from the Old West to confront Optimus Prime, Dr. Arkaville. Grimlock.
Me willing to give it a try.
Dr. Arkaville.
What? Another contender? Bring it on!
Panel 5, Grimlock squares off against the Dr. Arkaville-controlled Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime.
Grimlock, you might be our only chance. As Autobot leader, I command you. Give me everything you've got.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
What happens on the island? That's the one thing you don't talk about.
You are the same decaying organic matter.
Jesus. By the way, Dinobots suck.
Shit just got real here on Seagrass Island.
It actually goes by.
His name was Robert Paulson.
Grimlock.
Me Grimlock not want to hurt Optimus Prime. But me Grimlock got to do what me Grimlock got to do.
Panel 6. Grimlock grapples with Optimus Prime like two professional wrestlers looking up at the beginning of a match, appearing as two mythical titans caught in a physical stalemate. Page 14, Panel 1. Grimlock punches Optimus Prime across the face. Optimus Prime.
That's it, Grimlock. Fight me!
It's making me hard.
That's why I'm a prime.
50 Shades of Prime.
Oh, man.
Panel 2, controlled by Dr. Arkaville, Optimus Prime drops a haymaker onto Grimlock's midsection. Optimus Prime.
No, come on, Grimlock. I know you have more than that.
Panel 3, Optimus Prime smashes his fist into Grimlock's face. Grimlock.
No, I'm sorry, Grimlock.
I didn't sound sorry.
Question mark.
Sorry.
Quotations.
Whoops.
Panel 4, now on his knees, Grimlock looks up at Optimus Prime, raises both fists into the air ready to strike. Optimus Prime.
Please, Grimlock. Dr. Arkaville will control us all. If you don't do something to stop him, to stop me.
Grimlock, muttering to himself.
All right, but you ask for it.
Did I leave oven on?
Panel 5, Grimlock transforms to Dino mode to blast Optimus Prime with a plume of fire from his T-Rex jowls. Grimlock.
Oh. Some spicy
Optimus
nachos.
Gah!
Dr. Arkaville.
Oh, no!
Panel 6, Grimlock swings his tail into Optimus Prime's now burnt chest, cracking its windows and knocking Dr. Arkaville free of the Autobot leader's cabin. Dr. Arkaville.
Ah, no! How can this be?
You didn't wear your seatbelt, Dick.
I wanted to look cool.
It infringes on my freedom.
It'll wrinkle my lab coat. My pristine lab coat. Which will be better once I improve the zipper technology that will go all over it.
I will call it Velcro.
How about them zippers?
Panel 7, Dr. Arkaville now stands on the floor, holding his control panel arm high to force Optimus Prime into tackling Grimlock to the ground. Dr. Arkaville.
It matters little, you dino dolt. I still command Optimus Prime. I hope.
Page 15, Panel 1. Burger and Mud watch with dread as Slag charges through one of the robo-tanks with his Triceratops horns, and Snarl bashes in a second robo-tank with his Stegosaurus tail. Burger.
Oh, this can't be happening.
Snarl.
We ready for you this time.
Slag.
Smash you good.
Panel 2, likewise, Chumley and Dinsmore look on with fear as Swoop and Sludge, both in robot modes, work together to tear a robo-tank in half. Chumley.
This day is lost. Quickly, we must...
Panel 3. With a splash panel from behind Chumley, Burger, Mud, and Dinsmore, the villain's path to freedom through the wall's gaping fissure is blocked by Warpath's tank mode and its confronting turret. Standing in a V formation on top of the boisterous Autobot is the exosuit-wearing team of Chip, Spike, Carly, Sparkplug, and Raoul, all standing triumphantly with their hands on their hips like the Justice League. Behind Warpath, Cliffjumper, Seaspray, Skids, and Smokescreen can be seen outside. Chumley.
Escape!
Chip.
Not so fast, Chumley.
Warpath.
Kaboom! Yeah, thanks for the memories, but you ain't going anywhere but prison. Slammer.
I was just going for a sandwich, you know. Oh, that I just needed a fiver.
Oh, my.
Smoke break and all that, you know.
Page 16, panel 1. Grimlock, now back in robot mode, holds Optimus Prime off the floor in a vicious bear hug as Optimus Prime lifts his fists above his head. On the ground below, Dr. Arkeville mimics Optimus Prime's stance, clearly still in control of his mighty Autobot avatar. Grimlock.
Me sorry, Optimus Prime. Me no want to do this.
Optimus Prime.
You must finish me quickly, Grimlock, before Dr. Arkeville has a chance to...
Panel 2. Optimus Prime brings his fists together, bashing each side of Grimlock's head. Again, on the ground below, Dr. Arkeville shadows, why does that not sound right? Shadows Optimus Prime's movement.
Shadows.
Optimus Prime.
Fight back? No!
Grimlock. Panel 3. From behind Dr. Arkeville, the mad scientist mimes, lifting both hands into the air like a double-handed uppercut, while in the background, Optimus Prime is doing just that, connecting his fist to Grimlock's jaw. Dr. Arkeville.
Now you see my true power, Grimlock. The power of science.
Grimlock. Panel 4. This time, Optimus Prime smashes Grimlock face first into the floor like he was spiking a football after scoring a game-winning touchdown. Behind Optimus Prime, Dr. Arkeville Sometimes I just wish I'd never learned to read, so I wouldn't be in this position.
You can edit.
It's easier that way.
Behind Optimus Prime, Dr. Arkeville's pose is once again synchronized with that of the Autobot leader. However, behind Dr. Arkeville, Astoria is sneaking up on him. Panel 5, close on Dr. Arkeville as he turns to look behind him. Astoria, off panel.
Hey, ugly.
Dr. Arkeville.
What? You
hurt my feelings. Panel 6. Astoria drives a right cross into Dr. Arkeville's face, lifting him off his feet like Captain America knocking out Hitler. Astoria.
Yeah, me.
Dr. Arkeville. Page 17, panel 1. Close on Astoria's foot as the 4-inch heel of her designer shoe drives into and pierces the control panel on Dr. Arkeville's forearm, sending sparks and electrical flurries shooting free of the device. Astoria, off panel.
I have had enough of you.
Doctor.
Sick reference.
Yes, good on you, Mike.
Dr. Arkeville, off panel.
No!
Panel 2. On his knees, Dr. Arkeville clutches at his forearm and its shattered control panel. Behind him, Astoria stands proudly, inspecting her now in need of manicure hand. Dr. Arkeville.
Oh, no! Not again! I cannot be defeated this way! It's impossible!
Astoria.
Oh, get over yourself already. I think I broke a nail.
Those tracks.
Well done. Panel 3. A large blue hand suddenly reaches into frame to lift Dr. Arkeville off his feet. Dr. Arkeville.
What? Oh, no!
It's the Democrats.
Optimus Prime, off panel.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Panel 4. With Grimlock standing beside him, Optimus Prime holds a downtrodden Dr. Arkeville by his lab coat, dangling him above the floor. In the foreground, Powerglide drops to his knees, arms outstretched as Astoria races towards him. Optimus Prime.
But your time is up.
Astoria.
Power glide.
Powerglide.
Hey, you did real good, kiddo.
Page 18, panel 1. In the background, Ratchet helps Wheeljack to his feet while Prowl converses with Jazz. In the foreground, Cliffjumper and Sea Spray march Chumley, Mud, Dinsmore, and Burger toward the right of the panel at gunpoint. Cliffjumper.
All right, you losers. Jail time in 5, 4, 3.
Sea Spray. Panel 3. Trax kneels down to congratulate Raoul on their victory. Raoul.
Trax, you're safe, man.
Trax.
And I believe I have you and these exosuits to thank for it.
Yeah,
I
check
think
out these
Raoul's
sick
gonna have
zippers.
the MVP, man. He's
Panel 3. Optimus Prime, still battle damaged from his encounter with Grimlock, stands with Chip, Spike, Carly, and Sparkplug. Optimus Prime.
Indeed. We cannot thank you enough, my friends. Without your timely intervention, we would all be of the mercy of H.A.T.E.
Chip.
Yeah, not bad for a bunch of weak little flesh creatures, right?
Panel 4. With his chest compartment now lit, Blaster races forward to gain Optimus Prime's attention. Blaster.
Yo, 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 as much as I'd love to kick back and chillax, we've got an incoming transmission.
Optimus Prime.
Then let's hear it, Blaster.
sorry, Chip. I'm gonna
Panel
need that exosuit back.
Hey, I need it to walk.
It's only a rental.
Fuck.
What's that? What's that Spider-Man line? The suit is me or something. If you need the suit, then you shouldn't have it, or you don't.
Yeah, no, that
Nailed
that
it.
was a good line though. Yeah.
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 Yeah, if you need the suit, you don't deserve it.
Nice. That's beautiful.
First, you have to learn to crawl, Chip. Then you can.
Little tiny.
Wow.
That's fucking mean. I'm paralyzed.
Whoa.
You guys are assholes.
Transforms into a unicycle.
Panel 5, Blaster transforms to boombox mode, landing in Trax's hands as the transmission begins to play. Reagan, voice only from Blaster speakers.
Optimus Prime, this is President Reagan. Come in, Optimus Prime.
That's right. Now he calls.
Yeah.
Mommy?
I just got done golfing.
I can't find the keys to my golf cart. Can one of you give me a ride around the green?
I've lost my balls.
Have you seen Nancy?
Oh man. No, I'm not. It's too easy.
Page 19, panel 1. Trax stands holding Blaster as Optimus Prime listens intently to Reagan's voice. Optimus Prime.
Yes, Mr. President. We read you loud and clear.
Reagan.
Well, that sure is a relief. For a minute there, I was afraid something terrible may have happened to you all.
Would have been a travesty. Would have lost sleep over it.
I might have called some other people like G.I. Joe or the My Little Ponies. They have helped me out a couple times.
Jamming the hologram.
Far less collateral damage.
Or the Smurfs.
There's another 10 years before the Power Rangers.
Panel 2, wide shot. While Trax continues to hold Blaster, annoyingly, Bumblebee, Powerglide, and Astoria stand at Optimus Prime's feet. Bumblebee has lifted his hand to Powerglide's face in an attempt to silence him. Optimus Prime.
It almost did, Mr. President. A tale I can soon explain. Once we...
Powerglide.
Almost? What do you mean almost?
Bumblebee.
Not now, Powerglide. You fuck.
Fucking planes.
Right?
Panel 3.
Fucking
Panel
cunt.
3. Close on Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime.
The good news is, Mr. President, we've taken care of those mysterious tanks, rescued Miss Carlton Ritz, and apprehended her abductors.
Who rescued who?
I did it all by myself.
Wow.
Oh, that's great.
I mean,
It was
look
amazing.
at them.
It was
He
huge.
backhands her. Sorry, must have been trickle effects from Dr. Herc. Got you, conk.
Panel 4, close on Blaster's boombox mode, sitting in Trax's hands. Reagan.
That's fantastic news, Optimus Prime. To celebrate, I'd like to invite all of you here to the White House as my personal guests of honor. Maybe we'll get McDonald's.
Some
Wrong
hamburgers.
president.
Those hamburgers.
Panel 7, from behind Chip, Spike, and Carly, Trax, holding Blaster, stands beside Optimus Prime as he looks down towards his human allies. Optimus Prime.
Then I hope the invitation extends to our human friends who did absolutely nothing, Mr. President. Today, they are the true heroes because they did nothing.
Jesus. Wow. Especially
Ronald.
like a woman could save the day. Oh, no, you edit that out. Edit that out.
Reagan.
Of course, the more the merrier. I'll tell Mommy to prepare all for all of you. Whoever Mommy is. I forgot.
Who is this? Am I still paying for this call? How much time do I have left? Don't tell Nancy.
Panel 6, Chip looks up at Optimus Prime while Spike, Carly, and Raoul all turn to one another with a series of knowing glances. Optimus Prime.
All right, Autobots. You heard the President. Transform and...
Chip.
Optimus, you want to hear something funny? No. No. Optimus, if you don't mind, do you think I could give the order? Just this once. These exosuits have one more surprise I think you'll really like.
Optimus Prime.
By all means, I'll throw a dog a bone.
Yeah, I'm the fucking cripple kid, okay?
That's a side effect.
Just
of what
fucking
the fuck
have
happened
one,
to
you
us.
pricks.
To all of them. Oh, no.
I probably
20.
die a grisly death sometime sooner than later because I'm not in that movie and I'm not in season 3. So come on.
The unspoken story.
I'm sure Chip probably dies in like further exosuit testing. It's like he goes to like transform it and he gets like smushed.
Broke into steel.
And that's just the end of Chip.
They just mention
He
it.
becomes
They
the-
just mention
he
it
has to
one
be-
time.
They have to do the Lawnmower Man. He becomes part of like
cool.
Teletran or something.
Oh yeah, there you go. I love it.
Yes.
I love it.
That's awesome.
He's Teletran too.
By the way, I was Arkaville's son.
The whole time.
Plot twist. Page 20, panel 1. Exterior. The beach of Seagrass Island, sunset. With a full splash page, Optimus Prime, Grimlock, Powerglide, Bumblebee, Trax, and Sparkplug, still in his exosuit, stand in the background before the smashed remains of Chumley's purple pyramid-shaped glass citadel. That was one breath.
Good job. Good job.
Astoria sits on Powerglide's shoulder, kissing him on the cheek, while Grimlock now holds her former cell like a birdcage, with Chumley, Mud, Dimsmore, Berger, and Dr. Arkaville all uncomfortably crammed into it like a tin of sardines.
That's not social distancing.
In the fore... No, it's not.
No, you gonna get the COVID.
Grimlock White, he's got a mask on.
We can't let him get to the end, guys.
In the foreground, Chip, Spike, Carly, and Raoul all drive forward over the sand in their exosuits. Transformed vehicle modes. Chip.
Transform and roll out.
He kind of stole his thunder.
We did it
though,
at the
because,
end.
because they were already rolling. So it's like, you bastards! You gotta back up and start again.
Holy shit. Thank you guys so very much, all of you. This was a whole lot of fun.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad Mike picked up on the Wrath of Khan reference. That was good.
Search for Spock.
No, Search for Spock. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Greg.
Rip.
R.I.P.
Trek.
Christopher
He was,
Lloyd.
he was
Yeah.
ready for it.
Christopher Lloyd is awesome in that movie, by the way, as the evil Klingon commander.
Yes.
He's great.
Shit, yeah.
He's awesome.
Use the Force, Harry. I'm Gandalf.
So I want to thank you all so very much for joining us. This was a whole lot of fun. It was worth every minute. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did and Greg did. James, why don't you tell us where people can find you online and what you're working on?
What am I working on? Well, currently I'm addicted to Animal Crossing, but that's not here or there. I am just, staying home and taking care of the kid, hoping to get back to work soon. Just on Twitter, I hang out, talk Transformers and whatnot, and look forward to maybe future recordings at some point.
Absolutely.
You guys are awesome. It's a lot of fun.
You will be back, absolutely.
Woo!
The fan base for you is too large to explain.
I, however, am done.
Do I still get my $5?
Mr. Toby, thank you for joining us, and we hope you'll come back. And where can we find you online?
I am ALPHAMAGNUS. That is one word, ALPHAMAGNUS. Yes, I have to spell it out because people spell it weird. On just about everything, except for YouTube, but I don't really use that, so we good. Right now I'm focusing on Instagram because it just kind of falls down, but you can reach me on Twitter or anything like that.
And last time we had you on the show, you mentioned you were working on a music project. Did you want to plug that real quick?
Actually, I think it was the beginning of this show, but yeah. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm trying to get some people to get together and kind of retro style the Bayverse music. So New Divide. I'm trying to remember what some of the other ones are called, but pretty much any of the themes from like Linkin Park, etc. But in the 1986 movie style. So if anybody's into retro synthwave type stuff, that's not actually synthwave because that's a little different. Hit me up.
Gotcha. And Mr. Mike.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. This has been an incredible adventure. I love kicking it with you guys so much. This is such a blast.
Let's do it again.
You know it. Again, you know why I'm here.
To remind people to wear their fucking masks. But besides that, where can we find you online, sir?
You can find me pretty much everywhere. You can listen to my podcast, the Mike Sebiert Radio Podcast. You can find that pretty much anywhere you download your podcasts, your iTunes, your Apples, your Stitchers, your whatevers. But if you want to correspond with me, you can find me pretty much everywhere on your finer social medias. I'm on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, and I do all of those pretty equally. I kind of like live on my phone. I'm very needy attention wise, so I kind of jump on those notifications pretty quickly. But you can find me on all of those social medias at Mike Sebiert Radio. The spelling on that is Seibert, just the way that it sounds.
Excellent. And I'll make sure everybody's links are represented down below. And Ryan.
Yes.
Autopod Decepticast.
Yes, I'm 1/3 of the Autopod Decepticast. We
the most handsome and talented third, I might add.
I agree. I'm 5 martinis in, so I'll say anything.
I was gonna say, Ryan, have you been drinking?
Yeah, it's a day.
I was gonna say you kind of sound Friday night at TFCon Chicago, kind of that kind of time.
No,
it's a special level of
not
fatigue.
Slander anybody around here. That nothing that may have happened. I wasn't a fool.
I remember back when TFCons were a thing.
Sorry.
But yeah,
here at Transformers Reanimated, we pride ourselves on professionalism.
We do. You can find our podcast. We do episode by episode breakdown of the 1980s animated series. We did do a minute by minute breakdown of the movie, and then we're now into season 2 of the episodes, and we're everything at APOD Decast. We're mostly on Twitter, but we're also on Instagram, Facebook, and you can go to our website, autopoddecepticast.com.
Excellent. And Greg? Well, that's Greg.
There is no Greg, only Zool.
I'm here.
You here?
Yes.
I thought you went cactus.
The drop bears got me for a minute. I fucking kicked him out. Nah. No, it's always a lot of fun. Thanks again, guys, for putting voices to our scripts and making us smile.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, guys. Everybody take care. We'll catch you in the next one.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
We'll let. How about Don Knotts? Don Knotts can take us out.
Have a great day, everybody. Don't forget to wear a mask for some reason.
I sure hope those exosuits worked, because I didn't even get so much as a thank you.
Exosuits.
I guess I'll just wait here then.
Hopefully they return them. I have a deposit on those.
And make good choices.